Greetings, sentient beings. This broadcast is not intended for children. There will be strong language and adult themes. So yes, actually today is Mutt Day. Is a celebration of mixed breed dogs originally, but most people are mixed breeds too these days. There are very few people who are going to claim just one ethnic heritage, I think.
Well, claim and actually have is a totally different thing.
Well, for me, it depends how far you go, because I'm half Eastern European and half Scandinavian. So not that far apart, but still.
I am English, Irish, Dutch, Spanish, Welsh, Scottish, and possibly Portuguese. My mother was into genealogy when I was growing up.
Well, my father's side is Polish and my mother's side is Finnish. And the only thing that the two of them have in common is they both like to shoot at Russians. So,
I've only ever had mutts.
Me too. Because all the dogs I've had have either been strays we found or shelter rescues.
Well, I don't know. Bailey might not have been a mutt. She was a mixed breed, but she wasn't like what I would call a mutt.
Yeah.
She was like well, we don't know what she was, but her mother was a chocolate lab and her father was assumed to be a husky because they found her with her mom having given birth to her in the yard of a neighboring dog that was a husky, a male husky.
Yeah. Actually, the dog I had when I lived in St. Paul, Ginger Snap, somebody had given her to my ex at work, and they claimed she was a purebred chow, but I was not buying it. At minimum, I'm sure that there was some mix of Spitz in there.
Now, you say Spitz, and that makes me think of that old that old. There was an old. Who was it? What was it? It was an old cartoon, at any rate. And it's a dog, and he's trying to get a home, and he pretends to be a pointer by sitting there and pointing, and then he says he's part Spitz, and he spits in a spittoon.
That sounds kind of familiar. I'm sure I saw that sometime when I was a kid. So, Stool's gone quiet. Maybe he's fixing his hair.
It was a Looney Tunes cartoon, though.
Yeah.
Maybe it's like 6:10 a.m. in the morning.
Well, yeah, because you live in that weird time zone.
Yeah. Also, maybe I'm being polite and muting myself.
Okay, well, just thought you came to participate, that's all. Oh. Anyway, actually, I need to put the link out there. It doesn't seem that much of anybody's here. I think Doc is the only one. As far as I can tell, Doc's the only one in the side chat now.
Yeah, excuse me.
But that's also not too uncommon that people don't come in until like 10 minutes after. But let's go throw this out on Twitter.
Oh, the link or something?
Yep. Oh.
So I just saw I saw that Neil posted something, and then Thomas Westbrook posted something, and I was really tempted to hit up Neil's DMs and be like, and then try and see if I could. Yeah, no, I'm just kidding.
Okay. Yeah, Faye's in the side chat. And hello, Pitchforks. Get the Pitchforks is somebody I've followed on YouTube for a while. I think this is the first time she's come into the chat.
Oh, a new person.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but she's got an interesting channel. Currently, she's doing a series that each episode is explaining a different propaganda technique.
Oh, that sounds
Yeah,
interesting.
so she's
Yeah,
got a
that's
small
interesting.
channel, but it's one I really encourage people to go check out.
Aaliyah Kai just did a video on propaganda.
Here's the thing, you dirty slackers. If you're trying to shill people, you need to put their links on the screen.
Yeah,
Otherwise,
I was getting there. It takes me a while. Usually Amiga Nuts is doing that for me.
yeah, but he's a dick, so.
Yeah, see, I have to like go back through my playlist and find one of her videos to find a link for it.
So if you have the video open, like if you've got it muted somewhere, you should be able to click on their name and be like, go to channel.
Oh, that's true. I forget about that. Actually, YouTube had taken that away, but I did find an extension for Chrome that puts it back.
Did they?
Yep.
Yeah,
Oh,
there's
that's
an
shit.
extension that is really cool and groovy. I think it's called Go to YouTube or something.
Yeah, that's the one.
Add it to your Chrome or your Brave or whatever browser you're using. It's very, very handy.
Interesting. I will look into that.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yep.
don't patronize me, you dirty,
There's the
dirty
link.
pervert.
Nobody's patronizing you.
Let me see. I just need to see if I can remember how to. I haven't put a plugin in my Chrome browser in forever. Settings.
Yeah, I was rather annoyed when YouTube took that away because that's actually how I found the majority of the channels that I follow, is when I'm in other people's chats and I see new people coming in.
Oh, okay. What was it called again? Go to YouTube?
No, it's
yep.
actually I'm doing research for you now. It's called Go to Channel. All one word.
Thank you.
GOTO channel. And it's an extension for Chrome, but it will also work in Brave and other stuff. And it's very handy. Yeah. I'm such a good boy. I'm so helpful.
Hey, Seraphim.
Oh.
We don't have any of our technical people here today, so we're trying to muddle through.
I'm the fucking technical person, you idiot. I've just told you how to find it. Go to channel.
There it is. No, that didn't really work. What the heck? Go Chrome, come on.
Yeah, well, from your Chrome browser, go to the tools section.
How
does
I go to extensions, right? So I put this in
go
there.
to extensions and go to.
And I do. Let me see.
Do we have to sit here while she does this?
No, you guys can keep going on.
You got another topic?
Yeah, please.
Okay. Yeah. Oh, whatever.
Well, pick a topic.
No, I'm not picking topics. I'm just here for the ride. You pick.
No, I just kind of set up the open room and let other people talk. I don't actually set up topics.
Don't ask me because I'm a bad boy.
So did you guys see this really stupid tweet that was sent earlier today? Or no, July 23rd? Somebody shared it. It says, men, if a woman excuse me, men, if a woman accuses you of rape, even if you didn't do it, you shut up and accept the charges. Women have been systematically oppressed for years, and you giving up some years of your freedom doesn't compare to the oppression they've been through.
What?
Yeah, that's about what I thought.
Yeah.
I think it's a fake account. It's like 37%.
Yeah, it definitely sounds like a trolling thing.
Dear men, stop calling women thick. We can't control our curves. Why would you compliment us over something we have no control over? Do you even realize what that harm causes to women?
Yeah, again, just as far as it causing harm to women, there's an awful lot of women who just, felt all the bullshit of being told they're fat their whole life.
Oh,
So being
Jesus
told somebody
Christ.
appreciates them.
She posted, I'm pregnant, having a scan soon to find out if it's a girl or an abortion.
I'm bored.
Okay,
Change-
that's definitely a troll account.
Yeah.
Change the topic, please. I'm bored. Purple, you're gonna really have to work hard here now. I'm bored.
Oh, pitchforks. Pitchforks, have you just found QAnon? I've been hearing about that for a while. Yeah, that's another really messed up trolling thing. QAnon is somebody on 4chan and that who's claiming to be a government insider and basically trying to roll every conspiracy theory in the world together that they're all a plot against Trump. And unfortunately has a considerable following. There's a lot of people believing them. Okay. Faye's stepping up since Amiga Nuts isn't here. Yeah.
Oh, gotcha. It's QAnon and not. It's like anonymous an anonymous person ragging on QAnon.
Oh.
The scary thing about the QAnon thing, it's not that it's just complete and utter bullshit bollocks. It's that your government is now promoting it.
Yeah. Well, unfortunately, that since Trump's been in office, yeah, the conspiracy things have really gone wild.
I tend to assume that you people all already know about these kind of things. Maybe I'm wrong. But when you see people's bios or they give a hashtag and they've got that WW shit hashtag.
Hashtag WW.
I can't
FC HL.
No, I'm not going to say it, but WW1. Oh, fuck me. I can't be asked, but Google it, you lazy fucker.
I'm trying.
But the scary...
WWW1WGA.
That's the one, yeah. But the scary thing is, you know your guy, Mike Flynn, who got arrested and got sent to prison because he's a dick and a criminal. And
Yeah.
Trump just pardoned him and given him a job. Yeah. He actually quoted those words, not the letters, but the actual words on the 4th of July. And yeah, you guys don't get it because you're Americans, so you're dumb, but it's fucking scary.
Well, it's not all of us. It's unfortunately, though, at least a third of the population here. And it is scary that it's that high a percentage.
Somebody help me. I can't remember, but I think it's something like where we go one, we go all.
Yes.
And if you click on weird people's bios on the Twitters, they'll have a hashtag WW blah 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 blah. And your Michael Flynn did it on the 4th of July. You people don't get this because you're so fucking dumb. He stood up on the 4th of July, pledged his allegiance to your flag, and added an extra fucking sentence to the end of the thing. Where we go one, we go all. That's not a real thing. Anywho, I apologise. I've listened to the first 3 hours of the Trump book by the Mary person. So, yeah.
Yeah, 3 hours of it sounds like way too much for anyone to keep their sanity.
To be honest, it's a good book. I recommend it.
Okay, but maybe take it in smaller doses.
Yeah, but I'm a big boy, so whatever. It is a very good book. Buy it. If you've got the money, which most of us do not, but if you've got the money, buy it. It's a very good read. It will scare
I got a couple.
It will scare the shit out of you. Not out of me, because I'm kind of awesome, so I know what he is. But it's a very interesting, different perspective from somebody who's part of the family. I recommend.
I've got quite a stack of books I've been meaning to read. I don't get to them.
I got excited it took me about 30 minutes. And at about 30 minutes, I realized that this was a good book because she said something that I realized was correct, that nobody has ever actually said before. Not giving spoilers. So buy the book. Oh, and also, please, Americans, do not let this fucker get another 4 years.
Yeah, definitely doing everything we can to prevent that. Unfortunately, as we were talking about on Twitter, the Republicans are doing everything they can to rig the election. And Trump said something about wanting to delay the election due to COVID, and it's like, well, I'm not quite sure how that would work out because the Electoral College has their rules that they have to do a vote by the end of November.
This is the thing that I keep telling you, dumb Americans. I've been telling you this now in my life for many years. But to you idiots, for the past 6 months, it does not matter what it does not matter what your piece of paper says. It's irrelevant. You've got to vote that.
Well, if we throw out the whole Constitution, we've got no guidelines to work from at all. Then how can we expect the courts to be making any consistent decisions?
I'm trying my best to be a good boy. Listen, you love your little piece of paper. It means nothing. It's meaningless. Enjoy it, love it, wank over it, whatever you want to do. But it's a piece of paper. It's meaningless. You've got to get rid of that piece of orange shit, because if he gets in for a second term, you guys are totally, utterly, 100% fucked.
Yeah, I'm not going to debate that at all. That's, he has undermined so many of our rights already.
And I apologize if I'm shouting. It's a little bit of a nitpick with me.
No, I don't get how the people support him don't see the contradictions. That they want to keep him in power because they're worried about losing their rights, and they don't see how he's the one who's taking away all the rights, or his party at least.
I've reached a point now where I really don't give a shit. Your country's fucked, and my country's totally fucked. Oh, fuck. Not even going to go there. But we are totally fucked. So, whatever. Sit back, relax, let it go on. I no longer give a fucking shit anymore. If you're an idiot, Bring it on.
Well, unfortunately, Boris Johnson's following pretty close behind him. So,
yeah, not even going to go there because you're Americans and you've no idea what the fuck is happening in this country. So, yeah, let's just say, yeah, we're fucked in a big style.
Yeah, both our countries need some major help turning around.
Yeah, we're officially the #1 favorite toy of Putin. Not the UK, but England. But whatever. I'm being a good boy. Let's talk about bicycles or flowers or something happy.
I've actually been thinking about getting an electric bicycle. It would be useful around here, but unfortunately be a bit of a problem in the winter. Still debating if it would be worthwhile. Basically because it's like all the stores that I go to are about 5 miles away. Walking distance from the building here, about all we have is a gas station Quick Mart. So just kind of debating if it would be worth it for the fact that there's probably 4 or 5 months out of the year that there's too much snow and ice to really be able to use it safely.
I'm thinking today is Thursday. No, it's Friday.
Yeah, it's Friday now.
It's Friday for me. Yeah, okay.
Well, here it's officially Friday, but I don't really count the new day until the sun comes up.
Mm-hmm. Can I be a pain in the ass and do my usual thing, please?
Go right ahead.
It's 6 a.m. for me, so I've not slept, so I have to do my thing. Am I too loud? Am I too quiet? I don't know.
You're a bit on the quiet side, but we can still hear you okay.
Oh, okay. That's useful, thank you.
You sound rather sedate today.
Sedate. I wish I was sedated.
Well, you just sound kind of like somebody who has been sedated and is just coming out of it, actually.
That was such a lovely compliment, thank you.
An electric skateboard. Only if I could get a hoverboard, because with a hoverboard, I wouldn't have to worry about the ice on the pavement, right?
I think we all need hoverboards, don't we?
Yeah, they're way too late on those.
Yeah. What color hoverboard would you go for, Purple?
Well, Bad Tempered Badger made one of my Triceratops icon on a purple flying surfboard, so
I think I would like a yellow one. I've waylaid again. I always do. If you want me to go, just give me the nudge. I will go. I know I'm not welcome, but what I'm going to do, I do need to go to the shop.
Yeah, you got a couple hours before the shop's open, huh?
To buy. No, I'm a dick. No, fuck. I'm now looking at your time, not my time. No, I cannot go to the shop. I hate you people. Fucking time zones. Jesus Christ. No,
I do see the merit in the internet age of going to one universal time zone, but I also understand they're set up the way they are, basically to have sunrise at the same hour everywhere.
Fuck me. We've got a thing called UTC. Just use it.
We do use it. We just add 6 hours to adjust for when the sun comes up. Otherwise, it would be like noon here before it's sunrise.
I've just done a massive dick. I was on your time and I was ready to go and buy myself a big pizza. And now, reality, I've got to wait 7 hours. Fuck that bollocks.
Ah, well. There, that make you happy? You've even got an American advocating for it.
Well, to be honest, we're not on Greenwich Mean Time at the moment. We're on BST. So there you go.
Yeah, so that's what, you're an hour off of Greenwich Mean Time now because you set the clocks back?
I think we'll be on GMT in, who cares? I don't know, September, October, who knows? I dare you very much to ask anybody when GMT starts and stops. You'll never get a fucking answer. Because nobody fucking knows.
Yeah, we have the same kind of thing over here. Except here it's a little more constant. It's the first weekend in November that we switch the clocks. Which I think is a stupid thing. I don't understand why we set the clocks back for an hour half the year. And I think we got to get rid of that. Yeah, Spooky, I didn't want to upset the Brit, so I didn't mention I'm drinking iced tea.
Oh, you dirty, dirty pervert.
Well, it's still rather warm here right now. And the iced tea is good because I can put peppermint in it, and the peppermint helps settle my stomach. So we have any questions from the side chat? Or any ideas of new topics?
You are so digging.
There you go. Stool's got it for when BST starts and ends.
Yeah, Spooky's a bit of a nerd.
Well, yeah. But then again, aren't most of us rather nerds? Otherwise, we wouldn't be just sitting on our computer talking most of the time.
Yeah, Aunt Jar, he keeps doing this, and I don't like it.
I mostly put that up to get a larger image of the Tuxedo Kitty. Sammy's son is also a Tuxedo Kitty.
I hate the time between 6 a.m. and 11:30 a.m. because I'm wide awake, but the shops are not. I fucking hate it.
I know what you mean. I'm having that problem now because it used to be that we had, stores that were open 24 hours, so I could go do grocery shopping at 2 o'clock in the morning.
Oh,
But now
geez.
with the COVID thing, everybody's closing early, so I don't have those kind of choices anymore.
Now that I'm sexy, and I am sexy, you know this, but when I go to the little shops to buy myself a sexy pizza, jeez, I live in the UK. Why do the shops not open until 11:30? I don't get this. It makes no sense whatsoever.
Yeah, I don't get why they wait that long. I would have thought they would have opened by like 9.
Yeah, it pisses me off. And I get kind of angsty and naughty because I've now got what? Oh, 4 hours? Jesus fuck.
Yeah, you gotta find something to do at that time. It is hard when there's nothing open, and especially the hours when other people are sleeping, so you got to be aware of not making too much noise.
Yeah, I struggle. This is my struggle part. 6:30 to 11:30. I can't buy cigarettes. I can't buy food or anything. It's a real fucking dick.
Yeah, you won't want to burn your bits on the cheese.
Fucking hate it. Winds me up so much. Sexy pizza. Oh, damn it. I've shown you my sexy pizza.
Hey, Tria.
I'm still determined to teach you dirty Americans that it's not abnormal to have sweet corn on your pizza.
I think there are a few shops around here that offer it, but yeah, it's not very common.
You say offer in inverted commas.
Yeah, that's available as a topping.
Oh, God, you are so weird, you people. Oh, my God.
Well, unfortunately, most of the pizza places around here, they try to do them as national chains, and in order to do that, they have to kind of boil it down to a homogenized thing for every place. They don't take any of the local flavor into effect. So generally, we wind up getting rather bland crap pizzas.
Bland crap. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Whereas I get things that are rather very sexy and localized.
Yeah, around here you gotta just, find like some local single shop that's not part of a chain if you want to get anything really interesting.
Oh, I see. I see. So are you surrounded by McDonald's and KFC and all that kind of shit?
Well, I mean, even for the pizza, we've got, like Domino's and Pizza Hut, which are like the equivalent of McDonald's and Burger King to pizzas.
Yeah. This is a tricky one for me, and I've just acknowledged what Aunt Jerry said. I live in a nice, interesting place, so I get to eat things that are not, what would the word be? I don't know. Commercial? I don't know.
Things that aren't all the franchise shops.
Yeah, that's that's the word I was looking for.
Yeah. Yeah, like I say, unfortunately around here, it's like those corporate chains, squeeze most of the independent ones out of business.
I've got so many lovely, utterly gorgeous little local shops around where I live. You'd love them. They're so beautiful. So very, very fucking cool. They cost a little bit more than going to McDonald's.
Oh yeah, and I expect that. When I go to the independent places, I don't mind paying a bit more because the quality is generally better. Also, in many cases, I'm willing to pay extra just to avoid dealing with the corporate America.
I thought you were going to say to avoid dealing with people.
I don't have a problem dealing with people going out shopping because I'm expecting that, I'm prepared for that, and I'm anonymous. They don't really know who I am as opposed to 1,000 other people who walk through during the day.
Just say people. It's okay. I hate people also, so you're okay.
I'm more for avoiding people who can identify who I am.
People,
Just going to the store and getting my stuff and coming home, that's not a problem. People who actually know who I am are likely to be asking favors of me or crap like that. And that's the stuff I can avoid.
people are generally dicks. So avoid
Yeah.
people.
Well, my general problem has been I get people who ask me favors all the time, but when I need help, nobody shows up. So that's generally why I avoid most people I know. And even the ones who aren't really aware of it, like my family doesn't realize the expectations they put on me. So that was part of why I had to get out of that small town and just have some distance from my family.
One of the, you will not believe this, I'm being honest, but one of the interesting questions on Dave's stupid show today was about plastic. And so you guys are obviously very familiar with, what do you call them? Paper bags. Bags made of paper. Your grocery shopping, you get them in paper bags.
Yeah, actually, around here, it's more common to get plastic bags at the stores than paper ones.
I've no idea where I'm going with this conversation. I'm probably going to regret it.
Yeah.
But here's what I'm doing, Purple. I'm doing my cheeky thing now. If I tend to bring up an interesting, I can't say that word. If I bring up an interesting topic, the people inside chat will get excited. And if we're lucky, if we ask them nicely, maybe they'll join us.
Yeah. Priya, I hope you weather the storm okay. We had the power out here Tuesday night for about 5 hours. Although it happened at from 2 to 7 in the morning, so a lot of people didn't even notice it. But of course, I was up. And that was annoying because I reported to the building manager that the emergency lights in one of the stairwell weren't working, and she doesn't believe me. But she's never been in the building when the power was out, has she? Yeah, but as far as the grocery bags, generally around here they give you plastic bags, which I'm okay with because I went and I bought trash cans specifically for the size of plastic bags I was normally getting. And then I wind up using fabric bags most of the time when I go to the store, to the point that I don't even have enough throwaway plastic bags to line my garbage cans every week.
Can I just interrupt, please?
Yeah.
Aunt Jerry's single with no kids. Does she have bosoms?
I have no idea what she looks like.
Okay. I am actually taking note of the side chat, unlike you, Purple.
Yeah. Pirate Kitty did. I was looking at the side chat too. That's why I was commenting on what Tria said about, being without power.
Yeah, you know what? I love this. I love the side chat people. You just ignore them.
Yep. No, I don't.
This is why people don't watch your streams.
I've been highlighting things from the side chat. Pirate Kitty did mention she was going to be doing some other things while she was in here. So I don't know what's got her pulled away now.
Oh, Kitty's still here. Okay.
Yeah, I'm used to having the short power outages. I was surprised that it took so long, and I don't really know why we had the power out. I mean, it was a storm, but yeah, it blocked out. I'm not sure how far, but at least like a square half mile or so.
No, the people inside chat are really. They're making me sound like a bad person. Spooky, you're a dirty bastard.
Yeah, that was one thing I realized with the power outage here, was that I've got an electric stove here that without power I had no way to even, warm up a kettle to make tea. That rather sucked.
Life can be rather sucky. And I don't think we always realize how much other people's lives can be so sucky. I think that's an important thing that we've got to remember.
Well, but the people in this community are good.
Yeah, I'm just talking ass.
Hey, Tria.
Hey.
Hey, a person.
I'm not so sure about that some days.
Hey, it's a person with a camera. Oh my god. Phone the police.
Yeah, this thing randomly works sometimes. I don't know why it does or does not work. I just figured I'd try it.
Yeah. Yeah, I'd rather have a gas stove so that in a power outage I still could warm things up.
Oh, and a gas stove, it's easier to control the temperature of your food. People don't realize that.
Americans, it's just I'm confused now. So gas to Americans is a bit of a weird thing.
Yeah, it is, because we use gas both for the petrol we put in the car and for the stuff that comes through the pipes for the stoves.
No, purple, you dirty pervert. No, that's called petrol, you idiot. You put petrol in your car, not gas.
Yeah, and I'm saying you're right, that Americans are weird because we use the same word for two things that are very different.
Fighting talk. You don't put gas in your car, you put petrol in.
It's not a fight if I'm agreeing with you. I'm agreeing with you that most Americans are being dumb about it.
Fucking fight about this. Anyhow, my original question was about cooking, about how you prepare meals, how you heat them. So, in your houses, in your homes in America land, you don't have pipes that feed you gas.
Most houses do. In the apartment I'm in, they've put in all electric stoves, and I think that's because they feel they're safer.
Okay, is that true? Okay, that's interesting. Okay.
Yeah, most houses have city gas, and that's even for a lot of houses that have electric stoves. Usually, the central heat is gas.
Yeah. Okay, that's fun and interesting, because I always assumed, because obviously I've misheard, but I assumed that the American people didn't really understand gas.
No, even my mom was like 5 miles out of town, so it was beyond the city gas lines, but they just had a huge propane tank in the yard that a truck would come up a couple times a year and fill up the propane tank.
What I'm talking about is gas that is provided to you. It comes down pipes in the street. It's like
natural gas. Yep.
a provisor.
Yeah.
Okay, that's interesting. So do you think, Purple, that let's say, for example, I'm not ignoring you, Troy, just bear with me for a second. I tend to get excited when Purple tells me about America. So do you think that maybe in New York, let's say New York City, do you think there are pipes under the ground that provide gas?
Yes. Yeah, they have pipes that run under the street that provide gas to most of the buildings.
Which they can provide heating and cooking abilities.
Yeah. In most cities in America, you've got those.
Oh, thank you very much. That's very interesting. You just taught me something. Every day is a day at school.
No, actually, that's what I think is interesting about the internet, that we kind of find out what misconceptions we have about other countries.
Yeah. The weird thing is that a lot of people in Europe will laugh because they will say, electricity, ha ha ha. Yeah, whatever.
Yeah, as far as the electric in the kitchen, that did vary a lot from city to city, and a lot of that had to do with when the cities were built and when the electrification took place.
Yeah. So do you think, Purple, that in this day and age, in the 2020s, do you think that gas is now a thing, or is it an old-fashioned thing?
No, gas heating is still much more efficient than electric.
I'm not talking about the heating, but I'm talking about the cooking.
Well, like Tria was saying, I think with a gas stove, you do have better control of the heat. I think you get more consistent temperatures.
I now want to hear Troy's opinion on this.
I do feel, at least in my area, it is kind of considered outdated, because a lot of the kids that I talk to don't even realize that gas stoves are a thing.
This is where I was going to, Troy. This is what I was aiming for, because a lot of people don't think that gas is a thing. And I'm sounding like such an old person here. But yeah, this is where I'm going for.
I guess I never realized that. I always took it for granted that, it was there in most places.
Yeah, our place does not have gas hookups. It was built when electric stoves were becoming popular, And also, it is easier and faster to hook up electricity than it is to put the stuff in for gas. And my house was built basically during one of those housing booms where it was, we got to build everything, we got to build it fast.
Yeah.
And it barely meets the minimum requirements of what it should
So
for
I'm-
regulations and crap.
I haven't got my face on camera, but can I raise my hand and ask a question, please?
Yes,
A
go ahead.
general question to the Americans. I'm talking about cooking now, ovens, stoves, whatever you want to call them. I'm gonna guess that you guys are mostly using electric ovens. Am I
Well, like I
correct?
say, I'm stuck with it just because I'm renting an apartment. But if I had my own house, I'd get a gas stove if I could.
But in general, I can't. Damn, I'm thinking about this way too much.
No,
Really,
I would
I'm
think
really,
that the nation
I'm
as a whole, I
so
would still think that gas stoves are more common.
Oh, really?
Well,
I don't know. I just know that where I live in my particular neck of the woods, and I don't know if this is true for my whole city or not. I just know that this particular area, they put in electric stoves because at the time it was faster and cheaper to do.
well, and especially in the 50s and early 60s, General Electric really pushed and they gave subsidies to companies building the all-electric houses that everything would run on electricity and not have gas.
Oh yeah, that's a true thing.
Yeah. Yeah, I can imagine that. And my house was built like early 70s, like 71 or 72 or something like that.
This is the most boring conversation I've ever had in my life, but I'm going to play along with it. So, do you think, as Americans, without statistics or whatever, do you think that most people? This is a serious question. I'm asking you. Do you think that most people, when they cook a meal with the appliance in their kitchen, will it be powered by electricity or gas? That's a serious
I think
question.
for most Americans, it'll be powered by electric because they'll be using the microwave.
No, but
Americans are generally lazy, and most of them don't know how to cook at all.
I'm sorry.
I think for the majority of Americans, anything beyond taking it out of the freezer and putting it in the microwave is too advanced.
I'm sorry, I'm laughing too hard and I can't argue with you. Now, granted, I do know how to cook, but to be fair, right now I am using the microwave because honestly, trying to heat anything up with our stove, with it being 93 degrees in the house right now, is not something I'm willing to do.
Yeah.
I can't believe I've started this conversation.
Well, Sloth Girl is a good cook, so most of the time I eat dinner upstairs with her. To the point that I was actually in this apartment for 3 months before I realized that the stove was not plugged in.
If we had some freaking trees left in our yard and the AC was actually big enough to cover the whole damn house, I would cook.
Yeah, that is a problem when you're trying to run the air conditioner, you don't want the stove fighting it.
Sorry, my little sister is in the background messing with me. So that's why you see me yelling.
I heard something indistinct back there.
Yeah.
Aside from being aware it was a human voice, I couldn't tell what she was saying.
She was making me aware that she was taking a shower.
Oh.
And basically I yelled at her, no, you're not allowed.
Well, as long as you two have fun with each other.
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, she just basically was like, I'm going to go take a shower anyway, try and stop me. And basically, my only reply to that was screaming no at the top of my lungs. I don't remember. Did you see the tweet earlier where I said my favorite threat with her is that she's stuck with me forever?
Yeah, I saw that just before I was putting up links for those.
Yeah.
It's nice to see you have fun with her. I could definitely not live with most of my family members. One brother, possibly, but that's about it.
Yeah, no, I can't live with most of my family members, at least not at this point. I am dealing okay with being with my dad because circumstances, but it's getting harder and harder to live with a Trumper. But I don't really have a lot of options right now, so
Yeah.
Okay, change of topic, please, Purple. Your stream, make this sexy.
Well, how are we supposed to make it sexy? You want me to put on a dress?
Do whatever you want to do, but yeah, let's not talk about Trump.
Okay, Pirate K dropped out.
oh yeah, Aunt Jer, I really actually prefer for her to tell me because we basically have one shower bathroom here. So, but yeah, it's basically just me messing with her. It's my job as the older sister to be as annoying as possible and make her wish that I would stop. Although she's getting to a point where she gives as good as she gets too, which is really highly amusing to me at this point.
Yeah, I'm still bored. Can you pick a new topic, please?
Well, why don't you pick a topic? We don't always have to be entertaining you.
No, you do. That's why I tune in. It's your job, Purple. You're my monkey. You dance for me.
Yeah, me dancing is why my fiance said I was proof that white people got no rhythm.
I dance terribly and only use my shoulders and my arms because I am less likely to trip over my own feet and fall.
Yeah, I have no ear for the music, so I just don't match it at all.
I kind of have an ear for music. The problem is that my body is highly uncoordinated. I was the kind of kid that tried to kick the ball with both feet when I was a kid in recess.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't do that anymore, but I tend to miss the ball still. So,
Yeah, that was one thing with being disconnected from my family and living so far away for so long. I missed most of my nieces and nephews when they were younger.
I
Now
have
most of them
always,
are in the young adult category.
I have always wanted to be an aunt. That ain't never gonna happen.
Yeah, don't overthink that one. Don't overthink it.
Eh,
Well, I was the youngest in the family to start with, so
You know,
after I missed out on a few years, like I say, most of my nieces and nephews were teenagers by the time I met them.
don't overthink the words, because I'm a dad, a husband, and all those words. They're just words. Don't worry about it.
Well, I had fun raising other people's children, so
ew, raising kids. No. That's why I wanted to be an aunt. I didn't want to raise kids.
I'm now going to do a bit of a sad, because I've been listening to the book by. I'm assuming you can still hear me. I've no fucking idea if you can hear me.
yep, we're hearing you.
Because I've been reading the Mary book about her uncle Trump. That's really a very sad story. And this is not about how Trump is just necessarily a complete fucking dick. It's a personal story. So I kind of get upset about it. And yes, I've just said those words. I've just actually said those fucking words. I actually feel a little bit sorry for the orange shit given.
No.
Well, yeah, I know what you're going to say, Purple, and I'm with you. But unlike you, I'm not a dick. So I've got there's something in me that recognizes that he is a very, very broken toy. It's not all his fault.
There.
It's not all his fault. Anywho, I don't believe I just went down that fucking road.
No, I was wondering what Aunt Jen was saying here. Fictive kin, that's not a term I was familiar with.
Yeah, you know what? I've just done a really weird thing. So, Aunt Jer, can you now excite me, please? Put something really sexy up into side chat, please. Make it about bosoms.
No, see, if you want that stuff to be happening, you've got to bring it. You can't expect everyone else to bring it.
I've lost my mouth. I can't find my mouth, for fuck's sake.
Someone have children for me. So you want to find a surrogate?
I am completely joking. No, surrogate implies I'm taking care of the child. No. See, I want to babysit for a few hours, get them sugared up, teach them really annoying phrases, and then send them home to you.
Yeah. Well, yeah, that's the aunt or the uncle thing. That you mess with them for a day and then you send them back home. You don't have to deal with putting them to bed.
Yeah, I can be responsible for children like about a day. After a day, no.
Hey, my ears have just perked up. Aunt Joe, put that comment back up.
What, that? I figured that would perk you up.
That kind of worked. Hey, okay, I'm happy now.
Yeah, the fictive kin, obviously from context, I can get what you mean. And that's generally been more the case with me, that I've been taking care of kids that weren't really related to me.
I kind of like the term because it makes me sound like a fictional character I'm in. I'm also very like the term found family very much.
Yeah.
Because I didn't go purposely looking for all of my LGBTQ plus peeps. I just happened to find them.
Yeah, I've frequently had to make the distinction between bio family and chosen family.
Yeah, I do too, because most of my family now is found family. Like, my bio family has basically... bleh.
Yeah, my bio family generally I only get along with as long as I don't try to be too much of an individual.
About half of my biological family on my dad's side, I don't know about my mom's side, kind of cut them off ages ago. But on my dad's side of the family, half of them are protesting wearing masks. They're those kind of people.
Oh. I don't have those, but my brothers my oldest brother religiously is somewhere between a fanatic and a zealot. And is one of the Second Amendment people, and he has actually said to me that as long as the government has tanks, I have the right to have anti-tank weapons.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Right now, there's kind of an argument for that.
You know, I want to laugh because those people are idiots. But I'm legally not allowed to laugh anymore because my country is just...
Well, what bugs
worse.
me is the people who have those attitudes, and it's like they're saying that the people that are doing like the Black Lives Matter protests and that are all a bunch of terrorists and thugs. But what if the government had responded the same way when they were walking around state capitals carrying weapons? You know, the government is being more violent against a bunch of unarmed people than it was against people who were carrying AK-47s at state capitals.
Yeah,
the only
that's pissing me off.
the massively important thing is that you idiots in America land, you've got to stop being dicks and you've got to vote. Get the fucker out. That's the most important thing that you've got in your fucking life right now.
Yeah, Doorknob had it as far as finding them in the woods. When I was a pagan, that's where I found a lot of them, actually.
So
I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Perp. You're just like, I found mine in the woods.
Friends like mine don't grow on trees. If they did, the squirrels would have harvested them years ago.
Yeah, I told Doorknob that I bought mine at the mall.
Well, the
mall
library.
has...
The library is a good option.
The library is a better option than mine, yes.
That was one of the things that my fiance and I had discussed, was that one of the criteria for anybody we would date is they had to have a library card. Anyone who hadn't gone to the effort of getting a card for the public library probably wasn't somebody we'd have a very long conversation with.
I have a tendency, once I actually make a friend with somebody, I don't make friends very easily. But when I do, they tend to be long-term. So a good portion of my friends are actually from high school. And what's funny is there were about 8 or 9 of us that hung out constantly in high school. and continued through college. And like we've had moments where we didn't talk as much, and then we started talking again and things along that nature. And out of the 9 of us, only one of us isn't queer. And none of us knew. Most of us, the ones that did know, were closeted, and I didn't figure it out until I was in my 30s. So we have a token Alice's het friend.
Well, Megan has finally dropped in, so we can stop looking for links ourselves.
Oh, speaking of links, one of us should be linking GC's stuff.
You know, I've heard a dirty rumor that Amiga Nuts actually talks in chat with his voice.
I've seen her talk in chat occasionally. Wait, did I just misgender? I'm sorry if I did. I just realized I didn't know what pronouns Amiga Nuts uses.
I was wanting to actually have a conversation because Amiga Nuts understands the Amiga. Now, you guys can ignore me, but I'm a big fan of the Amiga. You no idea what I'm talking about.
Oh, no. No, actually, I always wanted an Amiga. I just couldn't afford one when they were out.
So, I think what we should do is, because I'm bored and I now have to wait 5 fucking hours before I can go to a fucking shop to get food. Get Amiga Nuts in and get all the other sexy. Get Aunt Jo in. Aunt Jo is sexy. Get people in. Purple. Come
Well, people
on.
are welcome in if anybody wants to. I can drop a link in Twitter.
I think what you need to do is drop a link in the YouTube chat thing that they're watching.
Yeah. Well, Tria just dropped a link for Godless Cranium's GoFundMe.
Yep.
And yeah, Godless Cranium has been having a really horrible year. Yeah, and the most recent thing is they have now been given 60 days notice to vacate the house they're in because the owner sold it from under them.
Yeah, and y'all know it's got to be bad because I know of at least twice in the past year that I have tried to persuade him to ask for fucking help. I mean, the guy had a bad week where he basically had an emergency bill come in, a vet bill, and his credit cards and wallet were stolen. And somebody used his credit cards and racked up $30,000 in charges.
Yeah.
So, and I know none of us really have money, but if you have $1 or so, send it his way.
Yeah, obviously it's being a difficult time for everybody, but if you feel you can help.
Yeah, and I feel bad, but I'm about to have.
If I had $1, I would give 50 cents.
Yep.
I haven't got a fucking dollar.
Well, it's right at the end of the month here, so I kind of have to go through and pay all my bills for August and find out how much I'm going to have left.
Hey, I'm bored with this conversation now, so let's annoy people inside chat because I like it when I tickle their nuts. Aunt Jo, we need you in, and Amiga Nuts, we need you in. I've heard your voice today, you dirty fucking pervert. Doorknob, get in. Just follow the link that Purple will give you. You don't have to show your face. You can show your bum or your dick, whatever. We don't care.
Doorknob, the fun in paying your bills is actually having a roof that keeps the rain out.
Yeah, and I would give GC money, except I don't think I'm going to get paid next week.
If I do not get
So,
one more participant in this stream, I will sing. Are you ready, Purple? Are you ready?
No, if people want to come in, they can, but we're not pushing anybody for it.
Mama just killed a man.
I can mute you.
The love boat.
And the problem is, if I hit the mute button, I won't know when you've stopped singing to turn it off. So if you want to keep talking, I think you have to stop singing.
I want people in, Purple, because we need people to make your stream more viewed. So go for
Well,
it.
Maybe if you stopped putting everybody down, more people would be willing to come in and participate.
Oh, you went there.
Well, just being honest, you were pretty much ragging on all Americans for a while, and you wouldn't even back off enough to say that we're not all like that.
Okay. I apologize.
Yeah. Okay. I don't know. I'm realizing the problem I'm having is not just not getting out enough now, which I know is for most people, but I'm afraid that I'm going to have to start making more of a conscious effort to work out. Usually I don't have to think about it just because this time of year I would normally be out building decks and fences. So I'm used to just getting a lot of physical activity just in my normal work, but since I didn't have a chance to build the customer base after the move, my main stream of income now has been involved in putting things in boxes and taking them to the post office. So I'm definitely not burning off the calories I used to. And that's something I've never had to think about up to this point in my life. Oh, on Jared, as long as you've got some kind of a microphone, you could come in. StreamYards is actually really very easy about that. That when you come in, it will ask you to give access to your camera and microphone. And you can stop the camera if you want to, if you don't want to show your face online.
oh yeah, I only show my face because I was dumb enough to do it right after I got I kicked myself out of Mormonism officially thing. Which that anniversary, I believe, that anniversary is not for a bit yet. Time has no meaning anymore. Every week feels like a freaking month. Aunt Jared, that's all Jenny had for the longest time, and we dealt with it. It's fine.
Yeah, we've had people who are just in here just on their cell phones. Yeah, I guess this is kind of my fat Elvis phase that, like I said, I've never had to think about it just because I normally did such physical work that I burned it off. And now when I'm only going out like once or twice a week.
Can I interject, please?
Sure. All we're seeing is a door.
I love my door. Would you like to touch it? It's a splendid door. I think it's important what somebody has just said, because we're living in different times and people are now people who have not necessarily used such mediums as this, whatever. I think it's important. Will it work? Will it last? I think no, it will not. It will definitely not. But for me, it's been a good experience because I've met some utter fucking idiots that I love.
Okay, Andrea, is this you on Twitter? Your rhymes with fur? Is that your Twitter? I can send you a link to get in here then. Just want to make sure I've got the right person. Are you trying to stroke Tria's hair? I don't think she'd appreciate that.
Oh, okay.
Burning Mormon bridges with your phone.
I mean, some people do probably fill out the fuck off thing with their phones. I didn't. I used my computer, but I'm assuming that some people would. I'm sad though, Quit Mormon doesn't show how many people leave anymore.
It's got to say something if they're not willing to reveal that.
I think part of it is that not that they're not willing to reveal it, it's there's now so many steps in the process that the one-man show with well, it's technically a two-person show, that the two-person show can't keep up with all of the steps that are now required to get the fuck out. Along with keeping up with the numbers.
Oh, fuck me. What the hell is wrong with you people?
You know what? That's fine, Aunt Jer, whenever you're ready. It took me a while to jump in. In fact, I was kind of pushed into it.
Yeah, I'm going to say very naughty words here because I'm British, so I don't naturally fall for the bullshit that you Americans do. So I'm going to try to be on my best behavior and not laugh. That's all I've got.
Another new person. Hey, Melvin. I don't know if we've met. If you use another name somewhere else, I don't recognize you. Well, it seemed kind of quiet tonight, like nobody's got a whole lot to talk about.
I'm trying to be a good boy.
Yep. Oh. Yeah, before this, I was trying to track down parts for my car. It's still drivable the way it is, but it does need some things done, like having a good section of the exhaust system replaced.
I really hate this time of day. I hate it so much. Damn, I hate it. All those lovely pizzas I could have.
Yeah. For me, this is kind of my safe time between midnight and sunrise. I know nobody's going to bother me.
Oh, you have a safe time.
Unfortunately, it does tend to throw my sleep schedule to the point that's hard when I have to get anything else done, like when businesses are open or when I have to talk to other people.
Auntie Joe, you're such a dirty, dirty pervert.
Your gang doorknob had turned on, so you can feel you've accomplished something today.
Not really. No. It's very easy.
Seem to be having quite a lot of lag between the stuff coming up on YouTube and it showing up on StreamYard, so I can highlight it.
And that's the weird thing, because I have not got that lag. To me, it's kind of instantaneous.
Yeah.
So,
It seems to me that StreamYards has been getting worse about that on my end. I'm tending to get that lag more and more in recent weeks.
yeah, there's been a big delay that's getting bigger between StreamYards to YouTube. Yeah, whatever. Who cares?
Well, Amiga Nuts, you're welcome to jump in here if you want. Do you need me to send you a link?
Yeah, let's get Amiga Nuts in. I'd actually like to talk to Amiga Nuts.
I don't know if I've ever actually talked to Amiga Nuts.
Yeah, you have.
I only used to him being in the side chat.
I think you have, yeah.
Can't remember. Amiga, have you been in my chats before?
I will tell Amiga Nuts now that I'm a big fan of Amigas, and so much so that I still have, right now, I have emulations on my computers. So,
Well, Amiga, I sent you a link on Twitter if you care to drop in. It's up to you. I always liked the Amiga, but I never actually had one myself, so I never got to.
the Amiga was awesome. I'm now thinking that Dick was talking on a different stream.
Yeah, from everything that I had heard about it, it was actually superior to the Apples of the time as far as the graphics, but I never had a chance to program one.
Oh my gosh, the Amigas were sex. They were absolute sex. Total sex. Jesus Christ, they were sex.
I don't know. Why is Stool insisting on showing us his door?
Okay.
Because all I see is a door and a wall sconce.
A wall sconce.
There you are.
Yeah. Take your pick. Face or door? I think we know the answer. Yeah, let's get Amiga next thing because he's a dick.
Now, see, you go insulting everyone and you wonder why people don't want to come in.
I'm fucking joking, you American.
Okay, I'm just saying some people don't take that the same way, you know. Some people just don't want to deal with that.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh, Doorknob says this is the first time he's seen you without a head covering. Hey, Robert.
Never know.
Hey, Amiga. How are you doing, Amiga?
I'm still alive.
Did you ever manage to get a 2000?
Yes, I had a 2000 with a video toaster,
Oh my gosh. No way.
2 Ariadne LAN cards in it.
Did you totally have a toaster?
Yes,
Oh my
I had a
gosh.
video toaster.
I love you. That is
Yeah,
so
if I had been
sexy.
able to get an Amiga back then, I might have actually learned to do some kind of, you know, computer graphics stuff.
Yeah, I used to spend hours playing with Lightwave.
Oh my gosh, yes. Lightwave.
Yeah, but they were still like over $1,000, and I was, you know, the starving student budget at the time.
The truly sad thing is that all those glorious things that the Amigas did, you can emulate. And I've got Amiga emulators on my MacBook.
Yeah, I used to emulate Macs with a program called Basilisk.
The Amigas. I'm not necessarily stroking my penis, but the Amigas were the fucking sexiest thing ever.
They were too far ahead of their time.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, I was on it. Talking to people here in the United States who have just gone off their rockers because our dear leader, Donnie, said he wanted to cancel the elections.
No, that's not a real thing.
Well, I know he wants to, but that's definitely outside his authority.
You know that. I know that. But you would not believe the amount of people on Twitter who believe it. They believed it.
Yeah.
Well, as far as Twitter goes, it's how many people believe it and how many people are just afraid he might find a way to do it. You know, because we do have a lot of unprecedented territory. And certainly the Republicans have been doing a lot trying to suppress the vote.
Oh, yeah, they've been doing that for decades, along with gerrymandering.
Yeah. Well, gerrymandering's just one of the many techniques they've been using.
Yeah.
Recently, it's been a lot about closing poll places in the low-income counties.
But you see, those are state things, state laws.
Now, let's
Yeah.
talk about happy things. Let's not talk about Trump. Let's not do that.
Okay, well, I'm going to have to hang up my microphone briefly, and I'll be right back.
What's the matter, Stool?
Quick, let's say horrible things about Purple before he gets back and can defend himself.
What the fuck was that?
I only said hanging up my microphone. I didn't say I was turning the speakers off. I can hear you.
I didn't say you couldn't hear me. I said you wouldn't be able to defend yourself.
A lady voice. What? What the fuck?
Oh no, not Happy Tree Friends. No. No. Why? The thing with mail-in ballots is
You know what? We got excited because we heard a lady voice. Now we're bored, so shut up.
the thing is the mail-in ballots really aren't a thing in some states. Like, I know that you can do them and that they're provided, but I think most people go to the polling stations.
Because it's not a thing. End of story. End of story. It's not a thing. End of story.
Wrong.
No, it's not
You're
end
wrong.
of story.
You're
Because
It kind
there
of is
are
end of story.
it's not. And
Stool. You want me to pull a tornado pelt on you? Wrong, 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 wrong. Wrong, 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 wrong.
Look at my big door.
Where did she go?
I always win.
Oh. So, you got a door.
Yeah,
Wonderful.
and it's brown.
You got doors all over my house.
Yeah, but mine's nice.
Stool. You got to let
Yeah.
other people talk about what they need to say.
Okay.
Did you chase Tree away while I was gone?
I've done nothing. What have I done?
Well, she was trying to talk about the mail-in ballots, and it seemed like you weren't going to let her talk about it.
Oh, okay, whatever. That did not happen, but yeah, that's not.
I'm not exactly sure what happened. I just heard it from the other room.
Yeah, whatever. Okay, you know what? I'm kind of tired of this, so whatever. I'm out.
Yeah. She was talking about the ballots, and it's just like she didn't get to make a point.
Yeah, sorry about that, Tria. If you want to hop back in here and say what you were going to say about the mail-in ballots.
Yes, come back.
Some nights Stool's fine, and some nights he, kind of goes off on things. Never quite know what to expect from him from one day to the next. Okay, Tria, we'll catch you later. So, Amigo, what's been up with you lately?
Oh, me?
Yeah.
I was like trying to figure out why I had gotten onto Twitter in the first place.
I often have that question.
The level of ignorance people just making shit up.
Yeah. I generally find it best to largely avoid the public areas of Twitter. The main reason I'm on there is just because YouTube can't give me notifications, so it's the only way I find out when anybody's doing anything on YouTube.
Aren't you like have a few Discord servers?
I really haven't figured out how to use Discord. Anytime I've got Discord loaded up, it's constantly making notification noises, and I never have any idea what it's trying to notify me of.
Okay, so what you do is there's a thing in Discord where you can just go to each individual, what do they call it? I don't know. Let me see. I'm up on. I get stuff from the pigsty, from a bit of tea and Danish, from Site Strikling, Scientist Mel.
Yeah, well, like I say, though, it's like it makes a noise, and I never have any idea where I'm supposed to look for what message it's making a noise about.
Yeah, but then once you get onto it, on the left hand side you've got all these chat areas, right? And if you right click, there's a thing called notification settings.
Yeah, and I can shut off some of the notifications, but that still doesn't really help me, know when there's a notification I actually want to look at.
So people will post to only certain channels, like the videos that the bots pick up from YouTube. Like in a pigsty, if you go to where am I here?
Well, no, I mean, like, it'll make a noise, and I don't see any visual indication anywhere for which server it is that I'm supposed to look at.
Oh, you don't have a notification thing on your computer?
Well, I do, but if I turn that on, I'm getting a notification every 10 seconds, and it's just not worth having it active.
And you can't, like, pick which programs are sending you the notification? Holy! It's pouring here. Thunder and lightning. So can you pick where the notifications are coming from?
No.
Oh, you can't.
With each individual program, I've got to dink around with it. Just too much of it is they expect me to have some previous knowledge of things that I've never used before.
Well, there's always a first time, perp.
The problem, though, is they don't allow for it to be someone's first time. They always relate it back to, expecting that you've used a similar program in the past.
Oh, I never use. Well, you know what? Have you ever heard of a program called what's it called? IRC, Internet Relay Chat.
Yeah, never understood that one either.
Well,
I just didn't use it much when it was around.
okay. Well, Discord is It's like internet relay chat with a bunch of bots connected to it.
Yeah, but see, that's what I mean. They assume you've used something similar in the past. They don't explain how to use it from step 1. They start at step 7, assuming that you know the first 6 steps.
I'm very distracted by the lightning.
Yeah, I think I'm going to wrap this up soon because it's been going on 2 hours here, and I've got to try and get some sleep and try to find the rest of the parts for my car.
What's wrong with your car?
Oh, mostly I've got to replace a good section of the exhaust system. And just it's 2002, so being more than 15 years old, not many places are stocking parts for it anymore. So it's nothing terribly complicated to fix. It's just finding the pieces.
Yeah.
And then I've got to deal with the issue that I really don't have a place to work on it, so I've got to hope that I can kind of do it here and that nobody will bug me about it too much.
And why would they bug you? Just because of space? Location? What?
Well, just because it's an apartment building, so I don't, have like a private spot for it.
What? No,
So-
no assigned parking?
Well, no, not yet, because the building's got like 90 units, and the parking lot only has like 30 spaces. So since I just moved in, I've got to wait until there's a space open in the lot. So right now, I've got to be parking it on the street.
Well, at least you've got a place.
Yeah, I'm just trying to, work around the limitations.
There's going to be a lot of people without a place in a couple of weeks.
Yeah, and I'm not, not going to complain too much because all in all, the current situation I know has been a lot harder on a lot of people than it has been on me. I've at least been able to fall back on some online stuff, so financially I'm not hurting too badly. I can't do my normal work, but I've always had a couple of online hustles on the side that just have had to become my main source of income at this point.
Yeah.
So overall, I'm doing all right. I'm getting through month to month.
Let's see.
Okay, well, thanks for coming in. I'm going to wrap this up here.
All right.
So thanks, everybody, for dropping by. So since we got a couple of new people in there, I'll mention that I do these open chats every Wednesday at noon Central Standard Time and every Thursday at midnight Central Standard Time. And if anybody cares to be around, Friday nights at 5, Scientist Mel is going to be starting a gaming night.
What?
Yeah, 5 o'clock Central Standard Times on Thursday. Scientist Mel is going to be running gaming. So if anyone wants to pop over to her channel for that. So I'll be participating in that tomorrow night. Or actually tonight. That'll be, in about 19 hours from now.
Oh, my.
So that should be a fun time.
What kind of games?
I'm sure it'd be, like Quiplash and the party games like that. I'm not sure exactly what she has on mind.
Okay. I thought there'd be sciencey games.
I think she did say something about some kind of trivia game, so Maybe she'll cater that more to her science channel. Science trivia I can do. Trivia with science and nature I can do pretty well. If it gets into sports and celebrities, then I got nothing.
Oh, sports ball.
Yep.
You ever play hockey?
I played floor hockey in school, but that was all. I never learned ice skate.
I heard hockey is going away because of climate change.
Really, I hadn't heard anything about that.
Yeah, apparently it can only get about 20 days of good outdoor ice, where they used to get on average 60 days.
Well, I'm in Minnesota, so we're up by the Canadian border. We still get a couple of months that the lakes are frozen solid.
Yeah, but is the ice as thick as it used to be?
Well, I think it thaws earlier in the spring than it used to, but that's just kind of my perception. I haven't really looked into the figures for it. But, we've December and January, people are driving trucks on the ice. So pretty much November through February, most of the lakes are safe to walk on.
Let's see how it is in 5 years.
Yeah, I do feel that it's been getting hot earlier in the summer. So yeah, I think basically we have had the warming to the point that, the winter is shrinking by a couple of weeks. Like I said, I haven't really gone and looked at the figures for, how much it's happened as far as what dates the lakes are freezing and thawing.
I could rant on that.
Okay, well, I was signing off, so we'll get to that topic for another time.
Okay, my friend.
Okay, bye-bye all.
Ada.